chill, girl. Hey, yay, yay, yay. So I'm doing something different. I'm gonna do a little come sketch with me and we gonna chit chat. But at first, I'm gonna listen to some music so y'all just gonna see like a little sped up because I need to get in the groove for my little sketch. Even though I know what I'm doing, I know what I'm doing, but like I can't be talking and trying to figure it out because I already seen the vision in my head. But so I gotta, make it come alive. So let's get into it.
Now I'm making friends. I just got a mention. I done texting this a beach front. If she bringing 4 friends, I know I hit at least one. Got them all 10 and by the pool and they greased up. Police in my city, man, I keep their pockets greased up. Me and Capo tryna leave my market piece of East up. Ain't nobody making too much money on the beach stuff. But I be for rapper cause I'm never with the sweet stuff. Shawty came from Mexico, she know she got the sweet stuff. Hey, niggas ain't got respect, niggas just got accept. I put that top left, I love my Cardi B. Hype Williams the next, if he don't say it direct, give a fuck.
Rex, I live my jeans and they vex you. Never I live my teeth.
Drop the roof and let the smoke clear. I got diamonds doing tussie slides in both ears. Ice falling on the Las Vegas strip tonight. Slip that on and we might miss the fight. Fuck a night, I keep the koala in my shorty bag. You know she wanna mine when she tattoo that ass. I'm a lover boy, she love the toys. Keep it coming, you a rider. It's that roll myself a day and count my figure shit. It's that stepping out, I feel like I'm that nigga shit. I drop 30 on this room. Drop the roof and let the smoke clear. I got diamonds doing tussie slides in both ears. Ice falling on the Las Vegas strip.
Okay, hey y'all. Anyways, I was talking to y'all. I was talking to y'all and my thing was acting weird, so I'm trying to see what's going on. But anyways, y'all see I made a lot of erase marks and I wish I had a better eraser, but I don't. So, but yeah, so I started this plant over here and I had a vision for it, but I'm not really sure like how I want to draw it out. And that wasn't like the base that I wanted to draw, but I like it, so. But based off my image today, this is what I want to talk about, which is what I want to talk about today is mental health. So as you can see, I started a piece. And actually, what's crazy about this is I started a piece like this, but I did all of it in the hair, which I think I'm still gonna end up creating a piece like that because it was cute. It just was at work and I wasn't doing shit. I was just playing around. But like it ended up being real cute and I was like, wow, I really need to make this into something for real, for real. But like, as y'all can see, like when I like to sketch out stuff, like it just be like real random, and then like when I could put it together and fix it up, I will. But at first it just, you gotta just see the vision. If you a drawer, you understand, like. But I ain't no professional or nothing, so don't be trying to take no advice when it come to drawing. One thing I will say is I like mechanical pencils more. Some people like regular, but it's just not for me. I like mechanical because it just feels more comfortable. And yes, I am left-handed if you ain't noticed. And yes, I do need to have my paper at an angle. I don't know why, but I used to hate when I was in class. I feel like I've mentioned this before, but I used to hate when I was in class and they tried to turn my booklet. Oh, and shout out to Big Kardash for this sketchbook that I got right here. I haven't really had a chance to use it that many times, so why not shout her out while I'm using this, because baby, it's so much pieces in here that I like, but I just don't know what else I want to do with it. But anyway, so my point of this topic today is we talking about this because people don't take mental health seriously. So I wanted to discuss it, and y'all can share y'all thoughts in the comments when y'all see this. But yeah, so I feel like a lot of times we don't really take it that serious, especially when it comes to black people. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like, and I feel like I mentioned this in another video where I said I was gonna talk about this in depth, and here I am. Only difference, this is more like opinionated and experience. I'm not no professional. I can't, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? I can't tell you what's really going on with you, okay? Let me just say that. I ain't no doctor or none of that. I'm just gonna go off based on, like, how I feel. So, like, I feel like a lot of times people feel like, oh, if some people smiling or happy all the time, they can't be going through nothing, or like they just a happy being. But those be the people that really don't be happy for real. Like, I'm not gonna say a lot of people, but it's a handful of people that like to, or really are good at, dang, I don't know if I want this thing to have sleeves or not, but like are not really good at dang, what was I about to say? They aren't really good. I mean, like, they're really good at hiding or like just putting it away, and then later on coming back and like visiting these feelings and just like, wow, like, this is what I'm going through. Or a lot of people like to just hide it with like drugs or alcohol, which is, it's not good. And I'm pretty sure everybody has experienced a person like this, and if you haven't, I'm sure you will. And there's a lot of times you can't really control what they do or say, or like, you know what I'm saying, like, you gotta just let them go through the motions. I would say, like, just be there for them as much as you can, because I mean, shit, if y'all watch Shameless, first of all, that is a good, well, it's a crazy show to watch. If you're not really into like explicit and all that type of stuff, then I wouldn't say watch it. But like, if you do, like, it's a real dysfunctional family, but a lot of them go through things, and a lot of them have addictions or end up having addictions because of the stress and amount of things they done went through. So I feel like that's like a prime example of like just abusing drugs, alcohol, whatever the case may be, and not really dealing with what's going on. Like, you didn't have all these kids, you drink, and you didn't care. Like, as long as you was happy, high, or whatever the case may be, or not feeling those feelings, then yeah. But I feel like people should definitely be like allowing themselves to feel their feelings. Like, I know a lot of times it be difficult because I'm nobody there to listen a lot of times, and it just be like having you like, damn, maybe I might, sorry y'all, I'm trying to figure out what I want to do with this. Maybe I like that a little bit more. But yeah, so I feel like we need to actually start, like, you know, being there for people and letting them express themselves. I feel like I'm not gonna say it for myself, because I don't like talking about what I be like feeling and going through. Not only that, I feel like people, well, I'm not gonna say all the people I'm cool with. Like, I know there's certain people I can talk to, and there's certain people where like I wouldn't have this conversation with you, or like allow you to even like get that deep into my personal like feelings or whatever the case may be. I don't know if that makes sense, but it makes sense to me, okay? But yeah, I don't like allowing people to get in there. Like, I be having to flip this paper like 1,000 times. But yeah, I don't like people getting all deep into that annoying shit, because I feel like some people like to use that against you. I know this conversation all over the place, but like, before I even decided to have this conversation, I've had like a lot of thoughts in my head about like what I exactly wanted to talk about, so it will be all over the place. But yeah, so I feel like, I mean, I need to work on that myself, but like I was saying, I feel like there's certain people I can talk to, and then there's other people, or there's just other times like where you just want to like just have a moment to yourself and just be quiet and like not really have to explain what's going on, or shit, sometimes you don't even know what's going on, you just feel sad, or like This is really ugly. Like, for some reason, I keep on going into it, but I'm just really trying to see what I like. I'm gonna just have to look up some plants and see what I feel is good, because right now, this ain't cutting it. But yeah, so I feel like sometimes you just be needing to just cry it out. And first of all, let me tell y'all can cry. It's okay to cry. I don't like when people be telling people, oh, you gotta be strong, you gotta do this and that. No, you don't. No, you don't. You need to let that out. Sometimes your body be needing that to like let you know, like, okay, it's cool. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we all go through things. Life be painful. It be a lot going on. We don't be knowing what to do. And then some people don't be no help. Like, you'll be telling people and they ain't even listening for real. So, like, now I done had this conversation with you for what? Like, I don't feel any better. I feel like, if anything, you were just trying to know my business or be in my business and not even help. And I don't think that's cool. Like, and then for people that be saying, oh, men can't cry or do this and that, like, how you gonna tell anybody? Like, it don't even matter, male or female, that they can't do this or they need to be strong. Like, a lot of people really do say that. And I mean, I used to say that too, that like, you need to stay strong, it's like that. But I feel like that don't really be helping nobody. Like, I was just watching, I hope this doesn't end, but I was just watching, let me see. Okay. But I was just watching this video where this girl was explaining how, she was explaining a story time, like how she ran away from home and like how she used to get abused and all this crazy stuff by her mom and her stepdad or whatever the case may be. And her mom would like kind of just like disregard her and then, like, just very like bipolar, as she says, and like always taking up for the guy she's with. Like, and I just feel like situations like that just be crazy to me, because like, this is your own child and you don't want to listen to them, or like you're just blindsided by this man, you letting him put his hands on them. Or even females too, like they be talking real crazy. This is why people don't like step parents sometimes, because it be a lot going on. Like, and then like to like just grow up and have to like you have no choice but to go. Like, you don't want to deal with it. Like, she was basically saying like she couldn't deal with it no more. She wanted to leave home, but then she didn't want to leave her brothers behind, and they was, you know, going through it too. She was saying she was depressed and stuff like that, and when she was at school, like, she tried to tell friends and stuff, and all they did was pretty much played her, because her parents made it seem like that she was a liar, and like she made up everything that she went through, and she didn't. And then like they later on found out like she wasn't lying, she was dead telling the truth when stuff where people found out stuff about her brother or like things that happened later on. And it was just like, are you serious? Like, how you gonna do that to somebody though? Like, I just don't like that. Like, you don't know. Like, you, come on now. Like, she probably could have been going through all types of stuff and really felt like, oh, I can trust these people and let them come in. Meanwhile, I couldn't have done that. Like, y'all played me from the get-go. Like, what? I don't know. I just don't like that. I just really don't like that. It kind of just hurts your feelings. It's like, so I'm supposed to be this young, grow up fast, and not have anybody there for me, or think I'm lying because I'm going through this, or because I feel like this. Because some people, I done seen people like, okay, like, yeah, you're so depressed or you're not happy. Like, I've heard people say that to people, or like don't even like talk to them often, and all of a sudden like you talk to them or hit them every 6 months or whatever the case may be, and now you think they sad all the time. But like, you don't even check on me on a daily to see if like what I'm going through. You just assume like, oh yeah, well, you're always sad, you need to. Damn, like, people do go through things. Like, don't hit me up every few months and then try to tell me what the hell I am. Like, you just talked to me 6 months ago. Like, today you asked me if I'm okay or how I'm doing. And then a lot of times people don't really be wanting to tell the real answer because it's like that. Like, why would I tell you something and then you go try to tell me otherwise? Like, how do that make sense? Like, let me find out. Oh, that don't make sense. This is really hard, like, fucking on trying to draw, because I'm trying to figure out what I even want to draw here. Like, well, actually, I could have kept that, I guess. Oh, yeah. But like, who do you think you are to tell me how I feel? And then people don't be wanting to talk about stuff because they parents don't want to listen, or don't nobody want to listen, period. Like, you be like, all right, well, now I'm going on like hermit mode, and then people think you crazy. You're like, well, what's going on? You don't tell me anything anymore. Why would I want to tell you something and you don't even listen? Or you try to like belittle me or try to tell me otherwise, like I'm tripping. Like, no, it ain't none of that. Don't try to tell me nothing about nothing. Like, I just do not like that. Okay, I think I figured out something that I like, but it's just weird. But yeah, though, like, how you gonna try to tell me that? But I'm telling y'all, if you got somebody that can talk to you or that does listen, like, let them. Give them a chance. Give them a chance to hear you out. Give them a chance to, like, you know, just be there for you. I feel like everybody need somebody to let loose to or vent to. It can even be a stranger. You probably won't even see him again. Why not? And sometimes they get the best advice. Especially older people. I feel like older people always give good advice because they done already been through it. Or sometimes they don't even know what you talking about. But yeah, you just got a word up out of them. You like, oh, okay, like, thank you. I needed that so bad. Little do you even know. Okay, now we getting somewhere. Period. I'm just happy that I just got somewhere. But so I got this tea. It's medicine bar tea, but it says something else on the thing, but that's why I ordered it as a medicine bar tea. And somebody put me on to that, and it's so good. But yeah, I woke up and my throat was feeling all weird and shit, so I'm like, well, let me get one of these. Yeah, if y'all can see the vision, you see the vision. I'm not gonna get into detail. Some of these are not really gonna I'm not gonna get full into detail, because like that's just not what I'm here to do. Like, I'll probably be working on this for a minute, but I just wanted to do a little segment and see if y'all like this type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Just testing the waters. But anyway, so back to like, guys, so I feel like I don't like when people be like, oh, you're strong, you need to be strong for your family, or you need to be strong for da-da-da-da, you're a man, you shouldn't be crying. Like, what does that mean? Like, what does that mean? That men can't go through things? Or boys? Like, I don't even understand that concept. Like, you're trying to tell me that, oh, because they're a man, they can't have feelings or whatever the case may be. Like, let these men cry. Like, the first time I ever seen my brother cry was, like, so sad to me. Like, I've never in my life seen him cry before. When I did, like, it just broke my heart, because I'm like, bruh, like, I feel like seeing men or guys or boys, whatever, cry, like, just be, like, a real different because you just don't see it often. And like even men tell themselves like, nah, like you can't do that, like you can't be in your feelings, you ain't gonna get nowhere being in your feelings. Like what does that even mean? I don't even like when people say that. Like what does that mean? Like I don't even understand that. Like please, they can be in their feelings, whatever the case may be, whatever they need to do to handle theirs. Like who are you? Who are you? Y'all need to start being here for men. Like, be here and talk to them. Let them express. Even if they don't want you to talk, just listen. Or even if they don't say it, just be there. Because I feel like a lot of men go through a lot and they don't talk about it or think they can't when you definitely can. Like, I'll be the first to tell you, okay? Because... And then I feel like it just makes you feel so much free. Like, okay, I just let this out. And I feel like we're genuinely supposed to feel our feelings and let them go. Like, our feelings aren't us. Like, we're just supposed to feel them, go through it. Like, I feel like you're supposed to experience every emotion. Like, I feel like that's just something we're supposed to do. Like, I don't know. I just feel like that's just real. Like, we're supposed to be experiencing every emotion. Like, that's the point of life. Like, if you read The Alchemist, let me tell you something. You'll definitely understand and learn some shit. And if you haven't, I would say definitely learn that, especially if you're, like, on your spiritual journey or whatever the case may be. I feel like anybody can read it, though, but I feel like definitely if you're in your spiritual journey, you should definitely read it because it'll just make sense of what I'm saying right now. But, yeah, though, like, that's the point of us, and I feel like it feels good to be like, oh, yeah, like, I know what's going on, or, like, even sometimes, I would say, like, even if you can't talk to somebody, like, just journal it, like, and if you can't journal it, shit, just, like, talk to yourself out loud. I feel like people think you crazy, you talk to yourself. I feel like, if anything, you doing what you need to do. Like, what do you mean? Like, I'm making it happen right now. And just as real as real, like, but, I really feel like this video is long as hell, but it's gonna be sped up a little bit, so y'all just, this kind of gonna be like a voiceover or whatever, so I hope y'all like it, but I really don't know what more I want to add to this piece for real, and I really do have way more to say about mental health, and I'll probably, like, do a sit-down video, because this kind of was just all over the place, but I just want to talk to y'all for a little bit. But yeah, it was one more thing that I wanted to say. I also wanted to say that it is okay. It is okay to write down, to be sad, to be happy, whatever the case may be. Even if you want to scream, just go in the field and scream. Like, just let it out. Like, that's all. Just let it out. Experience it and let it go. Okay. But hope y'all like this little thing. If y'all want me to, I can come back and finish this because I don't really know what else I want to add, but that's just what I wanted to do right now. Yeah, please like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell for more videos. I will do a sit-down video on mental health because I want to talk more about it. My mind is all over the place. And, yeah. Stay blessed.